What's up, boys? Today I'm going to be checking out the nerfs to the Thunderhead autocannon, since it was one of the top weapons in the game and it's commonly recommended as a starting weapon in class for people to start dipping their toes into Hazard 5, so the damage is nerfed a small amount and the fire rate was nerfed by a moderate amount, so I suspect it will probably be a bit weaker early on, but probably fine later on, but I'm going to build all the way around it and see how it is now. So I'm probably just looking for the lead storm and the rocket launcher since they share a lot of tags with it. They'll unlock heavy and kinetic based stuff for me to get. And one of the nice things about the Thunderhead is that it actually has, I think for here I'm going to be putting so many levels into it that I'll probably just take the global damage.
I'll take this one.
I will grab a bit there since those are fairly close. So the Thunderhead has a pretty limited selection of balanced overclocks, so if you get it up to level 12 you're actually guaranteed to get the piercing overclock, which is a massive boost to any weapon that has it available, so that's nice. I've actually lost several builds recently because I just couldn't get it. That's how important it is sometimes. So yeah, I expect it'll still be pretty good, maybe a little bit rougher early on. But once you get piercing shots, I imagine you'll still breeze through the game pretty easily. And then, since it scales with fire rate and reload speed pretty well, you don't really have to avoid any stats that much. These are pretty bad. So I guess that's the only real choice here.
Yes, please.
So I do not have any of the kinetic heavy stuff. The corrosive is not bad, but I think I'm going to look for something more useful. And the lead storm unlocks heavy and kinetic and projectile, so that's pretty good here. Take the projectile damage. That will help me clear out stuff in front of me a bit more as well. Let's see, so the magnet is towards the middle rightish, I think. I can save that for a bit later. I can probably pull those guys into the gold up here. Use them to help me mine out a bit faster. I thought he would set the other one off. Oops. Take the Thunderhead reload. The reduced reload speed will definitely make it a lot less consistent early on, though. See if I can get some big rocks to fall on those guys coming after me. Get a bit of free XP there. Fire rate for the lead storm, that's fine.
I'll take this one.
The lead storm is one I've had a lot of issues trying to get piercing shots with, so it's kind of hard to make it work as a main weapon if you can't get that. But if you're just using it to unlock the tags, it's probably a decent support weapon anyways. I think I will grab a bit of movement speed here at a higher rarity. The heavy gunner, I mean, has a penalty to that. So minus 10% movement speed, but you get some nice heavy stats. And then there are a lot of artifacts that you want for the build that also reduce your movement speed, so I feel like that's pretty helpful to get early on. You've got both the fire rate and pickled nitra that are pretty good and also reduce movement speed. Whoa, that guy's just bouncing all over the place. Gonna be kind of hard to get the gold over there unless I can get some detonators on it. Maybe the bouncy boys will roll into it some. Take the lead storm, I suppose. Status effect completely useless on this run. See if I can drag the Praetorian through it. I don't mind some more movement speed here. Definitely going to need quite a bit of that. See if I can get some detonators into them now to help out a bit with the damage. Should probably start heading over to the magnet now. Pretty decent pickup radius will help me get some XP throughout the run. See if I can head towards the magnet. That's okay.
Gimme.
Actually, I could get some decent damage off with some of these rock things as well. That'll help me farm some XP if I can get it off. Take the Thunderhead. I think I like fire rate to make it more consistent. That's probably more DPS.
Oh, this is it.
Get some rock damage off. Or not.
The clock's ticking, Miner. Get it wrapped up.
That hit the spot.
Okay, now I can get some rock damage off when I lure them up. Let's look for the rocket launcher if possible. Arm score is fine, I suppose. Only really has kinetic, though. I don't want to be wasting a ton of money if I just get a decent option there, though. So now I should be able to get these off for some big XP farming.
Don't die today.
Go for the other one now. I have the Lead Storm. Probably scales the best for a full heavy build.
Guess what's on the menu? More bugs. And they're pissed.
See if I can try to finish those guys off now. Lead Storm, probably take the higher movement speed.
Guess what's on the
Think you
menu?
can kill me?
More bugs.
Well, think again.
And they're pissed.
Take the Thunderhead.
Just what I needed.
Got an Overclock. And I don't have piercing shots, but it's guaranteed on the next one. So I'm going to take the bigger stats here, and that also makes it a bit more consistent. And I can swing by the magnet on the way back.
The timer runs out. The drop pod
I
is not
do have
going to
a
hang
decent
around.
amount of movement speed, but you can always use more. Thunderhead is pretty good.
I want it.
Take the kinetic. That will affect all 4 weapons if I can get the rocket launcher. I think I will take Thunderhead if it's close to the armor. Fire rate will affect, I think, only 2 weapons. But that's still a pretty big boost here.
I'm having an epic vision.
Against the basic, I will take that, even though I have about half of my levels. And there we go, the Hurricane. So all 4 kinetic, 3 of them are heavy as well. Reload for the Thunderhead is great. Then I can probably clear out a little bit of area here and farm a bit more XP. The Thunderhead decides to shoot at them. It's getting a bit risky, so I think I'm not going to push my luck too much here.
Bug eliminated.
You made short work of stage
Decent
1.
armor.
Well done, Miner.
So a fantastic fire rate for the Thunderhead. I will take that. I don't mind some decent HP.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Good enough for now.
You know the drill, Miner. Fulfill your objectives, and let's get out of here.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
I don't think that's a projectile, right? Yeah, so projectile only affects these 2. But kinetic and heavy affects 3 of my weapons, so that's pretty good. I maybe should have taken the paint job just to get the overclocks a bit sooner. It's kind of one of those greed things where ultimately it's not going to help me much, but it would help a lot more in the early game. Sometimes I'm a bit too greedy.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
Sorry, little bug. Your own fault for being full of good.
Supplies ready. Clean up the LZ.
Take the Thunderhead.
I'm a better dwarf than yesterday.
See what we got off the supply pod up here. I guess fire rate doesn't affect two of my weapons as well, the coil gun and the rocket launcher.
Supply pod imminent.
Oh, didn't see that coming, sucker.
So too early for that. Only real choice is the gold tipped here.
Better dwarf.
Luck, it's getting a bit late for that. 10% fire rate. I guess I'll still grab that.
Extra special. Eat blood. Go.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
It's nice if you can make narrow quarters with the Thunderhead, since then you're almost guaranteed to hit everything coming in. And one more level and I should have the piercing shot spread as well, giving a huge AoE boost.
Oh, feeling much better now. Oh.
It's a bit hard to hit the roly-poly dudes with it though, since it's just firing in the one line. That's fine to look for overclocks on the lead storm. Piercing shots, of course I get it on the first try, after failing so many builds with it.
Well done, you got them all.
Looks like we're getting a decent number of enemies grouped up here. I can go for dropping the rocks on them for some XP. Reload there. I probably do need the levels, although that's great.
Now this is a
And there you go.
treat.
Piercing shots is guaranteed since there's only 3 of them.
Kick in it.
That's a huge AoE boost to the main weapon.
Oh. Oh. So you like the
Big armor, some nice survivability.
My lucky day. Oh.
I feel like there are so many of the roly guys at some points that you're actually just guaranteed to take a decent amount of damage on this map.
More are on the way.
Go back to hell.
Take the
Now
decent
this
crit
is a
damage. I'm
rare
actually
treat.
pretty good at dodging them, but there's just so many at some points that it's hard to react to all of them. Head over to the magnet, farm a bit more XP if I can. The rock things are pretty good if you can group them up on the way over to you.
That hit the spot.
Get it done, Miner. The bugs are furious.
Especially if there's any detonators in the pack that they land on. That should be a pretty big chunk. That affects all 4, so probably the better choice here.
All tasks complete.
See if I can
Siege
swing
finished.
by the
The
magnet
drop
real
pod is
quick.
prepped and ready. Get on it before it leaves.
Should be fine with all the movement speed I have. Got some extra pickup radius to go with it as well. I'm gonna grab that because I do need 18 on that.
Be the best survivor.
Fire rate, reload. I don't think I'm really getting that many overclocks on the coil gun. I'm level 43 and it's only level 1 right now, so I'm just gonna take the Thunderhead and Leadstorm upgrade. Take the Leadstorm here.
Might as well.
Leadstorm, fire rates. That's not bad since I could get it to 18, but that's high rarity and affects both of
Rarely
them.
pick one of these.
Damage. I do need some levels, but I do have a lot of shops to go, so it's probably fine. Mining speed, I'll probably take the movement speed to help with
I'm gonna do
artifacts and
something
stuff.
epic with this.
Projectile versus reload, probably a little bit better there.
Gimme.
Thunderhead, I do need the levels there. Reload is fine. Thunderhead or Hurricane, probably just grab the kinetic at this point. It's still level 1 at level 44.
Time's ticking, Miner. Move it! Stage completed. Onwards to stage 3.
So I need some Leadstorm Thunderhead levels pretty badly here.
That's the one.
Reload for heavy is not
Can't
bad.
get enough of this rare stuff.
I don't mind some
Epic
decent
upgrade.
survivability.
I
See
want
what else
another
we
go.
got. 3 levels there would be pretty helpful, but I want to guarantee the Thunderhead stuff.
Now this is a rare treat.
And I don't mind that on top
now
of it.
it's my favorite color.
So clip size or fire, definitely not. That's actually pretty good for such a fast-firing weapon, I think.
Put a bit of extra kick in.
Fire rate is okay. I do have a lot of gold left.
You know the drill, Miner. Fulfill your objectives, and let's get out of here.
Can't believe how green I was when I started.
It does seem to be a bit hard to push through a wave of enemies still, but I am missing the level 18, which is pretty huge on the Thunderhead. 150% fire rate is just insane.
Big swarm detected. Lock up and get ready.
And then I feel like reducing the accuracy is actually helpful sometimes. Since it fires so fast, you're kind of increasing the AoE potential of it. Finally get a shot behind me there so I can cover the resources a little bit.
We got too much clutter for the supply pod to land. Do something.
Maybe I should have taken the mining speed. This is taking me a while to get through everything.
Good work. Supply pod inbound.
Nice shot.
Life is pretty nice. That's also very good. I think I'm going to take the higher rarity one, though. Maybe I can get that later on. It'll be a bit easier to find, I think. Out of these, this is really not likely to get anywhere, so I'm just going to grab the armor for now.
Prepare to fight for your life. A big swarm is approaching.
Hello and goodbye. I die a little inside every time I have to take out
Prepare to fight for your life. A big swarm is approaching.
Yeah, I probably should have taken the paint job. I kind of regret that a lot when I don't, even though ultimately I'll be slightly stronger. I think getting the earlier overclocks is just so good. These are pretty bad. That's okay. Might look for something a bit better. Leadstorm is fine.
I already feel stronger.
There's a lot of XP on the right side, and I don't see any magnets, so I might want to hang close to that.
Completed. Excellent job.
Yes.
Make sure I don't lose it all.
One down. One down.
I still really need some Thunderhead
This
levels.
will help me work harder. Eat lead. I feel vitalized.
Yeah, I think that was definitely a mistake passing up that paint job. Oh well. take the lead storm out of these.
Calling to
I
me.
can still look for level 18 as well for a decent boost.
The bugs aren't appreciating your presence, Miner. Get the lead out.
I do need the levels there, so I'm going to take that. I might not be able to get over to the big XP orbs down there. It's pretty close. I guess I will take that.
This upgrade's gonna change
It's
my
not super
life.
useful on this build, but it's probably the best at Legendary still. Kinetic, that's fine.
This one makes me want to be a better dwarf.
Get yourself onto that drop pod. It's about
I'm gonna
to
take a
head out.
lot of damage if I hang around too long here, so let's go ahead
Phase
up.
3 completed. Remember to mine for minerals as you progress deeper.
I guess I do have plenty of stores left still, so I could grab that
It's
and look for
mine.
something else. That's a bit wasted now. Projectile's fine.
Oh yeah.
Does affect my
now we're
two
talking.
main weapons.
Let's shake it up.
Lead Storm. I could take both of those to push it to 18. It's not terrible.
Looks beautiful, like me.
I definitely don't want that, so grab the damage.
Overclock, rock,
Kinetic and movement speed is
stone.
pretty good.
Now this is a rare treat.
You have your objectives.
So I actually
Get
do
it
have
done,
quite a
Miner.
bit of movement speed if I can get any of the artifacts that actually scale well while reducing that.
I've got a bad feeling about this all. I die a little inside every time I have to take out a few. New bug pop.
Probably the reload here, that will affect everything,
Feels rare. Feels right.
and it's higher rarity.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
See if I can get some big AoE off the rocks here. Nope, all I did was cage myself in.
Objective completed. Excellent job.
It would have been nice having some decent levels on the rocket launcher early on since it can hit enemies over walls like that. And that's probably my only weapon that can. Maybe the arms core can a little bit. But it would have been pretty helpful to soften enemies up as I'm behind walls and stuff.
Big swarm detected. Lock up and get ready.
That is a lot of enemies everywhere. I guess I'm gonna have to try and sneak through here.
Die, creep.
Nope, can't sneak through there.
We can't send in supplies until you clear out the landing detected. Get
Got
ready.
a magnet ready in the bottom left. I like saying that out loud because it kind of helps me remember where it is sometimes. I might look... Well, I could use a bit of mining speed. It is super important on this
Feels
map.
rare. Feels right.
There's so many enemies I can barely move.
Die, creep.
I have to get that big red thing, don't die. That is really annoying. Those things take quite a while to mine.
You ugly son of a bitch.
Let's get a bit of
Feeling
HP
much
first. Okay, it looks like something destroyed them for me, but I might have to get those rocks out of the way as well. Take that for the 18. I've needed that for a long time, and not taking the paint job was a huge mistake here. Use the detonators there. I don't mind some big mining speed, even though it's pretty late at this point. We'll at least help a little bit here.
You ugly son of a bitch. Come and get me, you disgusting bug.
Let's go with the lead storm. It's a lot higher, although it's not the main focus here.
LC prep. The threat level just went up.
Out of these, the tripod could be okay, but I could honestly use a bit of healing, so I will grab that. XP is pretty bad at this point, so just gonna take the lead
Well
storm.
done. Objective completed. Drop pod has arrived. Get there now. It will leave without you.
Coil gun, just grab one of the two main weapons here. Take the Thunderhead,
Upgrade. That's a no-brainer.
farm a little bit of XP.
Gather up your beard and get onto that drop pod. It's about to leave. Well done, Miner. Stage 4 was obviously a breeze for you, so we look forward to your easy completion of the final stage.
That actually would put me close to an overclock, but I think I have some rerolls, so I might just save it. Crit is fine. Fire rate's not bad. I have quite a bit of movement speed and nothing to really spend it on yet.
Try again.
Armor is okay, but I need some nitro upgrades that are good,
Show me
so
more.
that's okay.
Sure. Why not?
Reload for heavy is not bad. I'm gonna see what else there is with
Let's shake it
nitra. Fire rate there is quite good,
This
that's
one makes me want to
fine.
be a better dwarf.
And then it's fine to hold a bit of gold since I have gold tipped bullets
Here we go.
anyways.
You found the dreadnought. Now you just need to make it come out of hibernation by destroying the cocoons. Show them what a
Yeah, that feels much nicer with all the mining speed, even though it took me a while to get it.
Took out a loot box.
Now with the huge fire rate, the ballies just shred through everything in the path. You love to see it.
Come and get me, you disgusting bug. Bring it, Beckers!
It was 100% a mistake to not take that paint job though. Took me so much longer to get the unstable, even if I do waste a few levels on it.
Can't land the supply pod. Impact zone is cluttered. Get it fixed.
Actually has pretty good knockback with such high fire rate as well.
Bring the pie! Yeah. There's a Jadis here.
I'm going to try and clear out some of the area around these falling rocks, and then maybe try and kite the boss through some of those and see how effective they are, if you can pull him through them. have enough mining speed that I might be able to land some of them onto him. Get a little bit more gold for the damage. Get some lead storm or some damage there. That's probably a little bit better.
Here, have a bullet in the fight.
Boss is coming out fairly soon, so if I can top up, that'll help a little bit. Killing the elites would also be pretty helpful. Should probably be near the supply pod now.
Watch out! It's big and it's dangerous.
Try and bait out the charge early on. There we go. Should be enough time now.
Nicely done.
How is that not enough time? That's literally as fast as you can do it.
This one's so mean.
That's so stupid.
Shoot it in the face. Swallow this.
Well, I have gold tipped. I should probably just grab a bit of damage here. I'm gonna try and bait out a charge here
Son of a bitch.
to the right and then go for the rocks towards him. And maybe some of them will land on him. Nope, they all missed. Try and keep him in range of all the weapons and kite towards some more of the rocks. Have a bit of XP and go for some other rocks. Charge should be coming up soon, so I want to bait that out. Oh, he actually knocks those down. Interesting.
Let's clear them out.
Trying to position him so no matter where I aim, the Thunderhead will go through him, but it's not really working. I can just finish him with a lead storm, I suppose.
Tough choice.
Or maybe I can't.
Come and get me.
Objective completed. Dreadnought threat eliminated.
So yeah, Thunderhead's still a pretty strong weapon. I struggled at some points, but getting the paint job earlier would have helped immensely with that. Artifacts weren't that great until that. The HP is pretty good for survivability, but I would say these three are a bit underwhelming. So you could definitely do a lot better than this run.
Congratulations.
My upgrades were kind of focused on the lead storm as well, even though that was my second weapon. But it's still a great weapon. 33 million, not bad. Like, the lead storm was higher level, and that's only 5.5. That's an insane difference. I even got piercing shots on that first, and I got it as the second one there. So that's another thing in favor of the lead storm there. The arms core is level 2, and I wasn't even scaling medium or beam, and it's the same as the lead storm. So honestly, lead storm probably needs some decent buffs. But yeah, that's it to check out the nerfs to the Thunderhead. Still a great weapon. If you liked the video, then a like or a subscribe would be greatly appreciated. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.